One of my favorite bands, A New Revolution, right now with their song By My Tongue. I actually sat down with Joey Duenas, lead singer of A New Revolution, and he had this to say about their band.
We're not your standard label band where we're pushed onto you in regurgitation. We're a live band, we tour, we live for our live shows, we live for writing our songs. It's one of those things where nowadays people feel like they're getting gypped, and come see us play live, come hear a CD, you'll know that we'll put our money where our mouth is.
Day 8 of 100 Days Making Comics. I'm Ox, and this is where I take at least 30 minutes out of every day to work on my independent comic. I never forgot. About a drifter wanted to accomplish one last goal before he could pass along, and I am working on redoing the tagline for it. I do equate it to being like The Walking Dead, and where what it could be if it was still about intention and purpose, not just about survival. I think I'm going to scrap that for the most part. I don't really want it to be compared to The Walking Dead. It's his own beast. So, I don't know. I've got to think of something. But, it's dealing with these puppet guys. And I currently have 2 issues out. Working on the 3rd right now. And what I've done so far is done my sketch, and earlier today I probably took 5 hours to make some videos, catch up on some other hundreds videos, and then worked on getting the electronic version of the 2nd issue online, and then get that out to Kickstarter backers, as well as putting it on Gumroad. So with all that done today, I'm going to try firing up my computer, see if I can't get all of 3 scanned in before it will eventually crash. But got some electronic duster coming later this week. Hopefully I can get it cleaned out and working properly again. But I want to be coloring by Monday at least, so I gotta get this part done first. So I was talking to Mike and Scott earlier, and realized I haven't talked about the actual story and issue for a while now. And now that I've started another hundreds run, I'd better probably catch people up. I currently have 2 issues out. This is the first issue. This is just a variant cover for this. No comic book tag up at the top, and no title, and just that front. And then I just got in the 2nd issue, which that's the original, obviously, comic tag, title down below, and then that's the variant cover for that. They are both, I'll try being careful. No, it's not gonna work, is it? They're both 48 pages. If you order directly from me, you get them bagged and boarded. So that'll save you from getting those. But they're 48 pages, perfect bound. I have a few pages in the beginning. That's just a sketch of the first, or the cover. Then a random sketch, and then basically a dedication where you can find me online, copyright info, and then boom, into the comic. So with that, you get 24, I think it's 24 pages, maybe it's 22 pages of comic, and then I have a thank you page. I gave this painting away for the first Kickstarter, and then all the people that help with the Kickstarter. And typically, if you order from me, I will do a little zombie puppet sketch there for you as well. No 2 are the same. And then I go into 6 pages of the next issue. These pages are very rough, very not the best quality. They're done even with colored pencils, so it makes it a little more grainy and raw. So you get those 6 pages, and then I have the sketch area, which starts with this, and it gives the illusion that you're looking at my notebook. I scanned the actual notebook in so you can kind of see the other pages like behind it showing through. And so just a little history on how the story came to be, and little behind the scenes. Yeah, this is what I was talking about yesterday, about the whole journey of the journey, giving the background info, and then just a few different things. A couple prints that I did, obviously the sketch for the variant, and then the print that I did for Kickstarter, and then another sketch, and then same page on the back. So that, all in all, it's 48 pages, gloss, cover, UV protection, and the works for it. They turned out beautifully. And obviously the first issue is the start, setup, everything for the story. And then going into the second issue, sorry for the jostling, going into the second issue, you got the sketch of the cover, dedication, and copyright page, a page so I can do a sketch, and then boom, right into the second issue. Then you got about I think it's 24 pages for that. And then just mailed out that painting yesterday for the Kickstarter person who won that. Everybody that helped back and fund this issue. Same as the first, I'll draw a little zombie sketch if you order from me. And then 6 pages of the third issue, and this is when I started working with the Bristol paper, so there's a significant difference from the second issue and the third issue's preview pages. They were looking so good that I even had to try and make them look a little worse, which I didn't succeed too well because they still look gorgeous. Then sketch pages. This book actually has a few of my paintings and how they came to be, that I've done in the past, and how they've contributed to this Puppet Man design. Then you got print, as well as a couple of the other prints that I did for the project. And then sketch for the variant cover and thank you page. So 48 pages for that as well. Glossy cover, UV protection, the works. You can grab both of these. The original, let's see. The originals run $10. You can get me, if you want, I'll sketch on the inside the first few pages. I'll do a sketch for you. That runs another $10, just because it takes a little time to do it. Then I'll mail them out as soon as possible. The variants themselves run $5 more, just because I have few of them, and plus they're just kind of like a bonus thank you for helping out on the Kickstarter. So with all that considered, I'm working on the third issue right now. It's going to be a 13 issue run for this 100 days. I'm hoping to get the third and the fourth done by the middle of October, hopefully by the beginning of October. I'll run the Kickstarter for the 4th to get it funded, and then hopefully I'll have the 5th done by Christmas this year, and then I'm hoping to be able to get done with the other 8 issues next year. I'm hoping to pick up some speed, get faster and better, as they tend to say, and hopefully I'll be done with the 13 by next Christmas. And then at some point in the middle of this, I'm going to be working on trades. I was thinking about this earlier. I'll definitely do the first 5 issues in a trade. Probably at the beginning of next year. I mentioned this in the 90s somewhere of the last 100 run, but excuse me, every issue is going to have a different artist associated with making a different panel, and I'll swap out those panels for their panels, as well as I'll have them do the cover art in their own style, and then I'll swap out the sketch on the inside for theirs. That'll give the break of the issues for their sketch cover, and then their panels, and then I'll give them attribution in the end, in the back, who helped with it, where you can find their info and whatnot. For every issue, I'm going to be doing that, as well as I will make special prints of their sketch designs, probably their panels too, at no cost to them, but I will give them back some of that. So hopefully I will be done with 5 by this year. I've got a couple artists lined up. I've got to get the books out to them so they can start working on their panels. I was talking to Mike earlier. He was thinking about doing it. I've got to get him some info on all of that after I think about it a little bit more. But yeah, working on 3 now. I'm going to work on getting the issue scanned in, and hopefully my computer lives long enough that I can do that. And then I will be back to painting tonight, probably tomorrow as well. Working on the 4th issue covers, as well as a couple paintings for Kickstarter. And then off to the races. I've got a couple left to do, of issues 2 to deliver. So I'm going to be taking those with me tomorrow, hand delivering them. And so yeah, that's what's going on with me today for day 8. I'll check in with you tomorrow for day 9. I hope you're enjoying these videos. I'll tell you a little bit more about the story tomorrow. I'm trying to decide if I want to make the first issue available to read, to maybe drum up some more interest. I don't know how to broaden my reach, I guess. A lot of it's word of mouth right now. Friends showing it off to other friends and whatnot. Just heard the other day, new person liking it, made their day, which in turn made my day. I just love hearing that kind of stuff, as I'm sure all creators do, that their stuff is actually resonating with people. But yeah, I'm going to get back to work on 3 so I can get that out this week. Or not out, that done up. For homework, I actually have to do a sketch story. And I think I'm going to be doing the 3rd issue's sketchbook pages for that homework. Whereas the character breaks the 4th wall and talks to the illustrator about fixing his arm that he scrapes up in the 3rd issue. But I'll probably show off some of that. I think when I start the 4th issue, I'm going to be starting to show pages in the process of working them. I don't know if I'll go page by page because everybody else seems to do each page at a time, whereas I get all the roughs done, get all the inking done, and then do all the coloring. So I can't really do it page by page, but I'm gonna figure out a way that I can show off some of it. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm thinking about figuring out a whole Patreon thing. Would love to do a hangout. I don't know if I have enough people that would be interested in doing that. But hopefully I can get my computer fixed up so I can actually host something like that. So that's what's going on with me. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. I hope to post this on Sunday. But yeah, I'll check in with you later.
You still with me, machine shot? Let me fucking see it! Right now, now! Keep 'em up, keep 'em up! The silence in me tears apart the sheets, takes away the everything that I used to be. Defined in you, but life is you abuse. Can't you see it's killing me? You live to hold me down. I'm dying, shit, every single word.